Welcome back to Cubbie's Corner on CISN. I'm Jordan Schachterly, joined by Alex Cohen.
Hi, guys.
Alex, road trip last week in St. Paul. How'd it go?
It was 7 games in 6 days. iCubs, they won 3 games. They lost 4 games, and really just a back-and-forth series with St. Paul. It's a team that they played over 70 times in the last 2.5 years, and it kind of felt that way. So both teams averaged more than 7 runs per game. They each had double-digit run outputs. Lots of home runs hit at CHS Field. Wind was blowing out. On their side, they had Jair Camargo, who had 4 home runs. The guy by the name of Joey Gallo, he had 2 home runs too. But on the Iowa Cubs side, they get Jared Young. He hit 2 home runs, a 454-foot shot and a 493-foot shot, and just a lot of offense all around from the iCubs. On the pitching side, Caleb Killian gave him a really nice start on Friday. On Tuesday and on Sunday, Chris Clark, one of their better starting pitchers. He has a sub-3 ERA this season. And then out of the bullpen, a lot of new arms. Daniel Palencia threw 101.1 miles per hour. Cam Sanders had a couple big outings. Just all in all, I mean, obviously you want to go on that road trip over 500, but 3 and 4, 7 games, 6 days, big crowd. I think it was a pretty entertaining series.
Some improvement in the field for Iowa as well. Only 2 games with errors. That's been a bit of a problem this year.
It has, and I think it's been shored up by defensively being able to play David Bodie at shortstop, consummate professional, and then be able to play Sergio Alcantara at second base. He's one of the best defensive second basemen in all minor league baseball. And then outfield-wise, a couple of really nice catches by Darius Hill, Nelson Velasquez, Jonathan Perlaza. They're starting to get deep when it comes to player depth, not just from the pitching side, but also defensively as well.
So 3 wins over the week for Iowa. One really stuck out Friday night.
Friday night, Iowa Cubs were down by a score of 5-2, down to their final out. Not only that, down to their final strike. Runner was on base at the time. Nelson Velasquez, RBI double to right center. At that point, up or down by a score of 5-3. Then a 2-run ground rule double. Jake Slaughter tied it up 5-5. Jake Slaughter, one other guy on base. Sergio Alcantara, 2 strike, 2 out, 2-run single. iCubs lead 7-5. They win 7-5. So it's not very often when you're down in the 9th, you win, but also when you're down to your final out and strike, trailing by 2 or trailing by 3 on the road, come back and win. It was pretty special.
Talk about Cam Sanders in that game as well. 3 innings pitched, his best outing.
Yeah, Cam is a normal starter, or he was last year. This was his longest outing as a member of the bullpen, but Cam's a guy with elite stuff. Lots of strikeouts, lots of walks. He has a 99-mile-per-hour fastball, just needs to know where it goes. Well, he knew where it went on Friday. I mean, he went 3 innings. He gave up just 1 hit, 1 walk, struck out 5. He was lights out. I mean, it was spectacular.
It was a fun win. That's all you have to say.
Yeah, I mean, fun win, fun series. Whenever you can go on the road and be competitive like that against a team with a lot of big league rehabs and a lot of talent. I mean, this was a St. Paul team that had won 10 out of 12 going into that series. So you go up there and you're competitive, and you outscore them, and you score more than 7 runs per game. It's a pretty impressive series, then being able to come back here to Bristol Park and play 12 games at home.
Some really great performances from the iCubs this week. On offense, Jared Young, David Bodie, Jonathan Perlaza.
Well, there was a lot, and David Bodie, we talked about him and his defensive versatility in our first segment. David Bodie had 2 3-hit games in the series against St. Paul. And on Sunday, he went 2 doubles, a home run down the right field line. I mean, this is a guy with 4+ years of big league experience, and he had 8 hits in the series. He also drew a bases-loaded walk and a bases-loaded hit by pitch, so was able to bring in runs in a multitude of different ways. Jared Young, 2 big home runs. Jared had a huge series. He had 9 hits. He had over 400. Jared Young in his last 18 games is hitting .374 right now. So, Jared Young, not only a big performer during the series against St. Paul over the last 2-3 weeks, he's a guy who was called up to the big leagues last year, and he's playing better than that this year. One other name, Jordan talked about it, Jonathan Perlaza. He had a couple home runs in St. Paul. He has a 22-game on-base streak, hitting out of the leadoff spot. Not somebody who you would normally envision hitting out of the leadoff spot. He's 5'10", 225 pounds. It looks like a linebacker, but he gets on base at nearly a 40% clip, OPS around 1,000. He's been one of the best iCubs hitters this season and in the past series, past month. It's been great.
He's been great. Pitching pretty good over the weekend as well from 2 guys specifically.
We did, yeah. Yeah, we talked about Cam, and Cam, a highly touted arm out of the bullpen. That first outing that he threw, inning and 2/3, gave up 1 run, but the second outing on Friday was so clutch. 3 innings, 1 hit, no runs, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts. He willed the iCubs arm-wise to that victory. Then Chris Clark, Started on Tuesday, started on Sunday. Now, the innings pitched might not look like a lot, but he's not giving up a lot of runs. The ERA below 3 and just a stabilizing factor back end of that starting rotation and can throw in middle relief.
We had some players on the move for Iowa. Big one, Nick Madrigal going back up to Chicago.
Well, Nick Madrigal, all he did here with Iowa was hit, and he hit a little bit more, just under 500 in 3 weeks with the I-Cubs, and it just felt like every game that he played, it was 2 hits, 3 hits. And the big thing with Madrigal was he drew twice as many walks as he did strikeouts, and he also hit 6 doubles and 3 triples. So power hitting Nick Madrigal with the Iowa Cubs, now back with the Chicago Cubs.
Some promotions from Tennessee, Jensen, Biggie.
Hunter Biggie, hard-throwing righty. He's a guy who was a 12th-round draft pick out of Harvard. He pitched well at the AAA level, pitched well at the AA level. Here at the AAA level, 1 outing, struck out 2, scoreless inning. And then Ryan Jensen, former first-round draft pick for the Cubs, methodically making his way up throughout the Cubs organization. 25-year-old righty. His first outing, struggled a little bit. Second outing, he was tremendous. Inning and 2/3. 4 strikeouts. Yeah, he pitched like a big leaguer that outing. He's going to be an exciting arm to watch.
Some people coming off the injured list for Iowa as well. Rowan Wick, Dom Nunez, both played pretty well.
Well, Rowan Wick is a longtime big leaguer, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, up in the big leagues with the Cubs. Here was on the developmental list and then the injured list for a little bit of time. Came back, he threw a scoreless outing in his first outing, second outing not as much. And then Dom Nunez, the catcher for the Iowa Cubs, he hit over 400 during the series, had a 3-hit game with the Iowa Cubs, was our player of the week, player of the game, one of those games. And Dom is just a real stabilizing factor to have behind the dish for the Cubs. He's very, very valuable to them right now.
Another guy who's had some big league time as well with the Colorado Rockies. Pretty familiar with that being from Denver.
Exactly. No, but there's a lot of roster moves that have happened, and there are going to be roster moves coming, not only just from AA, but possible big league rehabs. If you look at guys that are injured up in the big leagues right now, Cody Bellinger, Edwin Rios, Boxberger as well. I-Cubs are home for 12 games, so the possibility of getting one of those 3 guys, even 3 of those 3 guys here at Principal Park, pretty high.
All that means is you got to come out.
Got to come on down to Principal Park.
Well, we already know there's going to be great baseball at Principal Park, but there's some great promotions coming this week as well.
Well, here for a 6-game homestand starting on Tuesday night, 6:30, 8 p.m. It is dog days here at Principal Park. You get your $1 hot dogs, and you get to see some dogs at the ballpark. What better than that than Friday night, Fireworks Friday, Saturday, it's the Matt Mervis bobblehead giveaway, part of a 3-part series. And then Sunday, kids run the bases after the game. So plenty of promotions here at Principal Park to start off a 12-game homestand. Not only will you guys possibly be able to see my dog, you'll also be able to see the Indianapolis Indians AAA affiliate of the Pittsburgh Pirates coming to town. They have 3 of the top 5 ranked prospects in the Pirates organization, Henry Davis, Andy Rodriguez. Those are the 2 big prospects that you might want to watch out for. They're both catchers, but one will probably DH, one will catch. They're both very, very talented. Be able to face off against a very, very talented Iowa Cubs team. The I-Cubs playing at 6:38 p.m. on Tuesday, 12:08 p.m. on Wednesday, 6:38 p.m. on Thursday, 7:08 p.m. on Friday, 6:08 on Saturday, and then 1:08 p.m. on Sunday. Jordan, any final words before we let people duck out of here and come to the games?
It's going to be a great week at Principal Park.
Going to be a great week at Principal Park. For Jordan Schachterly, I'm Alex Cohen. This is the Cubbie Corner on CISN.